Hey everyone. Those leftists out there. They continue to show their heightened level of hypocrisy, and they seemingly don't even recognize how hypocritical they are when they take these stances on and these positions in regards to preemptively forcing people to do something, like as far as servicing or catering to people of different opinions or backgrounds or preferences. And this is just the latest example. Headline, this is from drudgenow.com. Red Hen owner who booted Sarah Sanders speaks out. Would absolutely do it again. So all of you have heard about this already. I'm not going to make this a very long video because it's just one of those topics, like whatever, but it's worth pointing out the glaring hypocrisy, right? But basically, this Sarah Sanders, which is the press secretary for Donald Trump, she went to this Red Hen, I guess this eatery, this place you go to eat, and she was told by the owners of the establishment, I guess, that no, we're not going to serve you because you work for Trump, right? Kind of like the flip side of the gay bakery that said no, but except the gay baker at least had religious values that they held dear, which is why they refused to bake the cake for the the gay couple, right? But what was the left all about when it come to the bakery and baking the cake for the gay couple? Oh no, you have to serve them. Oh no, you can't discriminate. No, there's no, you can't discriminate just because they're gay. But this Red Hen owner, well, they can just discriminate against this Sarah Sanders simply by the fact that she works for Donald Trump. And the left right there promoting and praising the Red Hen owner for doing so. So hypocrites, once again, of course they are. I'm just going to read a little bit of it just to give you a little more of a refresher in case you, or maybe some revelation or shed some light on this story in case you don't already know about it. The owner of the Red Hen in Virginia, who asked White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders to leave, is speaking out on why she made the request. Speaking to the Washington Post, Red Hen owner Stephanie Wilkinson said she was actually home when she got a phone call informing her that Sanders had walked into her small farm-to-table restaurant. The chef said the staff is a little concerned. What should we do? Wilkinson told WAPO. I said, I'd be down to see if it's true. Wilkinson also said she had her doubts that Sanders would actually be in a restaurant in her small rural town, but once arriving, she confirmed it was true and Sanders was indeed seated at a group table with other adults. Oh no! She then huddled with the staff, many who took issue with the White House on a number of issues and some who are gay, and asked them if they thought Sanders should go. They did, so she asked Sanders to accompany her to the patio. I was babbling a little, but I got my point across in a polite and direct fashion, Wilkinson said. I explained that the restaurant has certain standards that I feel it has to uphold, such as honesty and compassion and cooperation, I said. I'd like to ask you to leave. Oh, there's that compassion and cooperation, right? The only part in those three is the honesty, but there's no compassion or cooperation there. It's just blatantly honesty to the fact that you hate people on the opposite side of the political spectrum so much that you're willing to tell this lady she has to leave for nothing other than the fact that she works for Donald Trump. Sanders, who Wilkinson did confirm left without a huff, told her side of the story on Twitter later, a move that, according to former ethics head Walter Schaub, may have actually violated ethics rules. So by Sanders defending herself, I guess she's violated some ethic rule. Oh, holy shit. Like, oh, the media, like, wow, the divide is terrible, man. And like I say, this kind of stuff, this is the beginnings. It smells a whole lot of like civil conflict, the beginnings of massive civil strife and civil conflict. Because look at this is pettiness to the nth degree, and they seem to be willing to double down on it. Last night I was told by the owner of Red Hen in Lexington, Virginia, to leave because I worked for POTUS, and I politely left. Her actions say far more about her than about me. I always do my best to treat people, including those I disagree with, respectfully, and I will continue to do so. Wilkinson is not sure what all the ruckus surrounding Sanders' visit will mean for her restaurant. Already she had been Yelp bombed by reviewers, many from out of state, writing reviews such as despicable and outlandish behavior. The only thing served here, if they agree to serve you, is a heaping plate of arrogance and hypocrisy. Still, Wilkinson made it clear that she would do it again. Absolutely, yes. I would have done the same thing again, the Red Hen owner said. We just felt there are moments in time when people need to live their convictions. This appears to be one. I wonder if this woman would agree with that, bakery owner that refused to bake a cake for a gay couple based on religious grounds, right? Based on a principled religious principle that is espoused in the literature within the Bible that they hold dear and near to their heart because that is the religion that they adhere to. I wonder if she would agree with them, right? Would she agree that, hey, of course you should be? Something tells me, based on the fact that, sexuality was brought into this article as well, it tells me that no, she wouldn't agree with it. She would be quite hypocritical in her stance. Of that I have very little doubt. Anyways, I'm tying this video up. I'll post a link to this article in the description of the video. But like I say, folks, the leftists and those that are promoting and espousing this kind of promotion of vitriol towards Sarah Sanders, and like I say, whether you like her, hate her or not, I really don't give a shit. But she was just there to eat a meal. Right? So, like I say, all you leftists that say, oh, you should be able to go do this without being restricted, without being hampered, without being discriminated against. Well, if you want people to take you seriously when you espouse that kind of rhetoric, the onus is on you to at least be aligned with your own rhetoric and, carry those kinds of values and principles in your own life, which we're not seeing, are we? We're not seeing, are we? Glaring hypocrisy rears its ugly head from the left once again. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.